Evergo, Evergreen, Zeus, and Cupid. Psyche, Pissarro Pro, Cygnus, Bestia, Hyacinth, Divine, Lepus, and Mercury. Those are the 13 next devices that we're going to be getting from Xiaomi, or the code names for them. And we've had this code revealed to us in the new MIUI 13 and some of the other new MIUI betas that we have. And this stuff has all been linked. And we know that Xiaomi is going to be launching another 13 devices this year. And we actually have some specs of them. Now, before I talk about the specs of these, it's really interesting to note that Xiaomi has been using their 90 Hertz display with 10-bit color for the mid-range Xiaomi devices, being the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite, Mi 11 Lite 5G. Those have all been getting 90 Hertz 10-bit displays. The 10-bit display thing, it just has more colors. It has exponentially, like, way more colors than 8-bit displays do. Right now I'm filming this on an 8-bit camera. If this was a 10-bit camera, then my skin would have a bunch more shades of skin tone. It would just, I would still look ugly, but.
Does the skin look red and swollen?
That's what she said.
That's my joke. Damn it, Dwight.
Let's talk about some specs, but real quick, I want to remind you guys, after all of these videos, I'm on Discord, chatting with you guys, sharing memes, answering questions. Go ahead, link to my Discord down below. First, Cygnus, 90 Hertz display, 108 megapixel HMX main camera sensor, ultra wide, and then 5x telephoto camera. Now the HMX camera first debuted towards the middle end of 2019, and it's the same sensor that was in the Xiaomi Mi Note 10, Mi 10, Mi 10 Pro, Mi 10T Pro, and another one which I'm probably forgetting. But those were all of the devices that they use that with. And the fact that Xiaomi is giving us this sensor, 90 Hertz display, ultra wide, and then 5x telephoto makes me believe that this is going to be some kind of Mi 11 possible variant, or it could be another Xiaomi Mi Note, but it makes no sense for them to use it. Next one, Bestia, 64 megapixel GW3 main camera. This is the Samsung made GW3 sensor. It's a little bit worse than the Sony IMX686 sensor. We're probably gonna see that in a mid-range device. Hyacinth, 120 Hertz display, 108 megapixel HMX triple camera. 120 Hertz display makes me believe that we're probably gonna be seeing this possibly in a tablet, because the tablets will probably have 120 Hertz LCD display, and then putting the 108 megapixel camera on the tablet in the world of Xiaomi just makes sense. Divine, 90 Hertz display, possibly a 10-bit display, 64 megapixel GW3 main camera, so not a high-end camera, 5x ultra wide camera, so probably a similar setup to what we have on the Xiaomi Mi. I have no idea.
No.
And then a 5x telephoto camera. May feature an in-screen selfie camera. This is Divine and this is Cygnus. Cygnus and Divine both seem to have ultra wide and pretty similar specs. So maybe like a Mi Mix 4 and a Mi Mix 4 Pro possibly. Lepus. Now this is where things get a little bit more interesting, is a little further down the list. 90 Hertz display, so a 90 Hertz AMOLED 10-bit display, meaning it's probably gonna be in a mid-range Xiaomi device. 50 megapixel GN3 main camera. This is the most exciting part of all of this. The GN3 is the new version of the GN2. The GN2 is the absolutely humongous sensor that we have in the Mi 11 Ultra. Ultra wide 5x telephoto, and Lepus also may feature an in-screen selfie camera. This, to me, seems like more likely than not something that we could see in the Xiaomi Mi Note 11 Pro. Please Please, please Xiaomi, please give me a Mi Note 11 Pro with a GN3. Xiaomi in the past has used the Mi Note line of devices as kind of like a beta test for new camera hardware. And to me, 90 Hertz display means it's going to have more likely than not mid-range display, 10-bit color, 50 megapixel GN2. Please give me that. And then possibly an in-screen selfie camera. It's all lining up for us to get a Mi Note 11 Pro that's testing all of these new camera features along with a Mi Mix 4. Please give this to me, Xiaomi. Next one is Mercury. 120 Hertz display, 12 megapixel pixel binning main camera, ultra wide camera, and then 5x telephoto camera. This to me just looks like it could be a tablet again. Now it's interesting to see that in the products that Xiaomi has slated as possibly having under display cameras that they're 90 Hertz. Now, whether or not these are gonna be the 90 Hertz 10-bit displays, I think only because it makes sense for Xiaomi to utilize the 90 Hertz display technology with this semi-translucent panel. It makes a lot more sense to put those new experimental pieces of technology on mid-range phones instead of necessarily flagship phones. But what are you guys excited about?